do not want this. What? What are you wanting? What is it that you want? I don't know what you want. Do you want some bullets or something? Like, here. You can have 45 of them. You want that? Is that what you want? I don't have that. I don't. I just gave you bullets for nothing. Come over here asking me for shit. Now, where do I need to be going? I totally freaked out when we had some technical issues, but I fixed them, I think. Can y'all hear me? Is it back up? Are we doing it live, baby? I don't even know what happened. There was nothing different about anything. The Xbox was like, I don't know what's wrong. My computer was like, I don't know what's wrong. Twitch was like, well, something's wrong. So handle it. Like, I'm sorry, Master Chief Twitch. I'm trying. I'm looking into it. Hi, friend. Oh, hey, dance with me. Because I have the bright bomber. I saved up enough V-Bucks. I got her. Been wanting this baby for so long. Ah, yeah. I've got my machine gun. Get in my belly. Who wants it? Huh? Are y'all ready for this? Bow now, now, bow, 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 bow. Are you working yet, Twitch? Or are you just lying to me? Are you telling me that you're working, but you're not working for other people? Huh? Huh? Apple Space Monkey! Does it say I'm playing Minecraft? Is it lying to you, my friend? I am not on Minecraft. It should not say Minecraft. Oh, we worked! We worked. We won. That's how upset I am over this. It's working on your screen? Good. I don't know what happened. I cannot explain it. But I'm glad that it's back. No idea. Don't know. The Twitch gods were upset with me. You know what I bet it is? I bet it's because I said that thing about Xbox versus PlayStation. And I bet the Xbox was like, oh, no. Fine then. Go play on the PlayStation. I'm just kidding. I do like, you know what? We're not even going to go down there. We're not even going to say it again. I'm not going to offend the Xbox gods or the Twitch gods or Zeus the Almighty. First off, you best calm down. My internet is the kitty's titties. Oh, thank you for the follow. I think your name was like Nasty something. Oh boy, but it popped up and then it went away super quick. So if your name is not Nasty something, then I apologize, and I am not being disrespectful by calling you nasty. That is never my intention. Well, that's almost never my intention. It wasn't my intention right now. I see you. I see you, servant. I see you. I see what you're doing there. I see you. Let's go tilted. Let's just make it a fast game. How close is it to the line? Very close. It cracks me up that, like, even in 50v50, people don't care. They just go crazy. They go tilted just because. Nasty Nate. Well, thank you, good sir. See, your name did have nasty in it. I wasn't just being bananas. Like Nate? Like Kristen's Nate? Or like brand new friend named Nasty Nate? Oh. It was always one of my biggest fears. And it's happened a couple of times. Like real life friends, real life, I mean, everybody's real, but people that I have met in the day to day outside world will sometimes have screen names that I don't recognize. And so then I'm just like, oh, hey, thanks. What's up? And they're like, the fuck do you mean, what's up? Like, I just saw you yesterday. Chill. I'm like, oh, shit, my bad. My bad? I don't know. You're over here being called like Greedy Gonzalez, the dirty devil. And I just saw you in church yesterday, so my bad. All right. Right, exactly. You get better that way. Even if it's a fast game, it still helps me learn like some like reaction time and stuff like that. It can be helpful. I started doing that because I took your advice. I remembered you saying that. And so I took your advice and did that a few times. Just would play solo squads. You're brave. That shit was rough. Hi. Are you gonna open this chest? Huh? Wow, look at you. You were not a part of this. Alright? We danced for that. You little fruitcake. No. You can't have it. None of you. Alright. We had a dance off. We had a gentleman's challenge. And you ruined it. You ruined it. I actually don't really see any bad guys. Way to make a liar out of me. I mean, maybe other people have been fighting them, but I haven't. Is that really where you think that I would have wanted that? Because it's not. It's not where I wanted it. It's not what I wanted. Oh yeah. Well, and that's part of like, I don't know what type of build setting you have on, but I have like the Builder Pro because then once you get it down, then you can just do muscle memory. I still don't have it completely down, but I'm working on it. I've started doing that. Nerd alert. I've started doing that with my notes too. I have a color code system so that if I see a blue highlight, I automatically know that that's going to be a medication. And if I see an orange highlight, I automatically know that that's going to be an intervention. And it sounds kind of silly, but it's super helpful. One of these days, I'm going to do an IRL stream of studying nursing stuff. There's got, because I know Nurse Kels. I know she's a nursing student and also a streamer, but there's got to be more of us, right? There's got to be people who could find that like beneficial. And if not, well, then we won't do it. Because it would be a waste of everybody's time if nobody found it beneficial. Maybe I would find it beneficial. It helps me to study. I know Pretty Penelope can attest to the fact that I send him videos of me explaining stuff that I've studied because, you know, the whole if you can teach it, then you know it. And and so it just helps to like teach back some stuff. And so the other night I was sending him Snapchats of me explaining nucleotide analog reverse transcriptase inhibitors versus non-nucleotide transcriptase inhibitors, reverse transcriptase inhibitors. And what else were we doing? Protease inhibitors, integrase inhibitors. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. I'm over here thinking about medications and not what I probably should be thinking about. All right, we're gonna try doing your back step thing here. Nah, I failed. I jumped too far. Shh, 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 shh. You can't see me. I'm a tree. I'm not really a tree. I'm a bush. To be honest with you, I'm surprised. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ha ha. Is this the soaring 50v50? Did they bring that back? I should have been paying attention to that most likely. We're about to find out. Yeah, it is. I could have been utilizing that for so long and haven't been. Look at them bouncing. Look at that. I want to bounce. Bounce party, bounce party, bounce party, baby. Alright, here we go. Whee! Yahoo! Oh god. I'm coming in hot. Oh, we lost somebody. We lost a trooper. I don't know what got him, but I don't want it to get me. I don't want no onions coming up in my spaghetti. Know what I'm saying? Ah! They're coming up in my spaghetti! Oh my god, you're right there. How did I not even see you? No! You're walling me in. No! How rude! No! What does it do if you shoot it? Oh. What happens when you shoot it? I want to know what happens to the duck. Ah! It felt good and terrifying. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? It can't be too late. Say I was so wrong. I do not know what is going on. Going to playground. All right, all right, all right. We're going into playground. That felt good. That was insanely better than I had expected it to be. You guys, I'm so excited about finally getting the Bright Bomber. I don't know if some of you can remember, but I have been wanting her for forever. And I saved up enough V-Bucks, and Noah bought the cool dances that he bought. And it has taken me all this time to save up enough, because I know that you can do the Save the World play mode and get more V-Bucks that way, but again, that's like campaign style type stuff, and it's just not as much fun. It's kind of strange. Why do I need a battle bus launch? Wait time. Alright. Where is said cube? There it is. I see it. I can see it. That's funny. I did see it. Aha, I still see it. Alright, so let's get some good weapon first. Some good weapon first. That's good English too. Alright, maybe this box has something cool in it. Why are you such a dick? Why are you the way that you are? I hope you die 1,000 deaths. Not in real life. In virtual life. I would never wish anything ill upon you in real life. But in Fortnite. I hope you fall. I hope you fall when you don't want to. How about that? How about that? I think the worst wish you can wish on anybody ever is, I saw this like but what is the, like, why even have squad playground mode? Like, what is the point? I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't see the benefit of it. I mean, there has to be one. Like, can you kill each other? Can they kill me? Is Summer Bench about to come try and light me up? Oh yeah, because I don't wish them death in real life. Dude, I have heard some mean, awful things. Just cruel. People can just be so unkind to each other. It blows my mind. Like, that's a real person over there. No, I mean, some real people. So can I hurt him? Like, no. I cannot. Oh my, wow. Wow, did he shoot that down? It won't even let me near it. Oh god, I'm about to die. How did he eliminate me? How did he use the thing to eliminate me? I don't understand. I don't get it. I see a chesticle. I also see a car up here. Oh, and there's a chest down there too. Here we go, boys. Righteous! Righteous! Oh. Oh, what? No. Whee. That was uneventful. Tree. That's fine. Shh, 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 shh. It's a learner's permit, everybody. It's fine. You know, something that Australia does that I think that America should do is that you have to put a sign on your car when you're learning to drive. Like how we have the learner, like driver, student learner thing for like if you're in a driving school. But like, I mean, for like the first 3 years that you have your license. 3 years, I'm not sure that that's the exact number. Don't quote me on that. I don't want the Australian police coming down knocking on my door because I lied about something. But they do. Bitch. But they do have some type of time limit, and I think that it's at least a year. And then, if you get in an accident at any time, you have to have that sign back on your car again. And I think that's awesome because that lets other people know to be careful around you. Like, you're not a very good driver. We need to know, like, wow, so you were trying to get somebody killed. I see. Ooh, hey, thank you. I don't know why I'm taking these. I don't know why I feel like this is necessary. What? Excuse me. What's going on? Alright. I was actually thinking that too, though. Like, I would totally have that sign. Honestly, I would probably want to. Like, stay away from me. I'm super anxious. I get super nervous. I might not make the best decision if you get all up on me and I get freaked out or something. I'm actually a pretty decent real life driver, but I do get really nervous. And I feel like I would rather people think, like, we should be careful around her than, you know, I don't care. They can think that I'm a noob driver. It doesn't really bother me. I just want people to be more careful and aware on the road, and people tend to look at it like, you know, like I was watching this one thing and it made me feel like such a terrible person because it's this woman who comes to, well, first they interview these people and they're like, why do you text and drive? And some of them were like, you know, I just like to talk to my friends. I want to know what's going on. I don't want to miss anything. One of them was like, you know, I get so bored driving. You know, I have a long commute. It gets boring. And then they had a woman come in who was, you know, physically disfigured from an accident that she was in by somebody who was texting. And they hit her. And they were like, I want you to repeat the reasons that you just said for why you text and drive to her. And I was like, ah, I'm not crying, you're crying, I'm crying, I'm crying. Because, you know, I've done it. I remember one time sending a text saying, oh my God, I have to stop texting you. I almost just wrecked. You're still texting. Stop. Just don't say anything at all. Not everybody has to know why you're doing what you're doing 100% of the time. And we have, me included, feel like that. I feel like I have to justify everything that I'm doing all of the time to every single person. And for what? Why? Why do we even feel like that? I don't really understand. I know that social media and our connection to technology, but I don't understand where this like deeply ingrained, I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use for it. Ooh, hey, a chest. Like responsibility to the public has come from. Because that same responsibility, that same level of I owe this to you, does not come with cleaning up after yourself in general. Now, this is just speaking in general. I know that there are people out there that do what they're supposed to do. But as far as I just don't see people doing some of the things that would make sense if we all really feel like we owe everyone a view into our life, I think is how I'm trying to say that. I'm getting all confused and not saying it very well. Does that make any sense? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Is it possible for somebody to phrase it slightly better than how I'm butchering what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I try to do that. I try and just, you know, oh, hey, another chest. Cool. Keep it somewhere that's not like right there where I can see it. And it is hard because, you know, I do like to have music and my music is on my phone. And So that can be difficult. Do you guys want some stuff? I don't really have anything I want to give you. I didn't miss any chests, did I? Did I? I'm a sitting duck. I just don't get it. Get out of here, hay bells. Get out of here. How are there already only 35 of us and 42 of them? That's only a difference of 7, but I mean, like, there's still 6 months left before the storm even closes. I don't want any of that. I wish that I could give, because I tend to try and see the best in people even when it's not there. Like, I'll just start making shit up. I'm like, oh, well, they're doing this because of this reason. No, they're not. Some people are just assholes. And the sooner that I learn that, maybe the better. But that's really hard. And I don't want to be one of those bitter, cynical people, but I mean, you know. For right now, it just kind of is what it is. But what do you guys think if you could only fix... Oh my god, that was terrible. Bloody terrible. One social problem. What would it be? What would be the one social, humanitarianist, Jesus, problem that you would fix? What? I'm stuck in my wall. Oh my god. Jesus. I don't know where they went. They're just gonna back up. Oh god, they're behind me. Ugh. Oh no, I'm out. I'm out of materials. Shit. I tried to put down my little porta-forty thingy and I just completely forgot how to play the game. There are so many. I don't even know where to start. I genuinely just don't even know where to start. I do feel like the best gift that we can give to our children, for those who parent and choose to influence youth, even if you're not a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're, you know, a doctor, a nurse, a firefighter, if you are anybody who influences or sometimes cares for youth, I feel like it would be super, super beneficial to heal yourself before you take on those roles. Because when you've got your own fucked up shit going on, whether you mean to or not, you sometimes project that onto your children. And I think it's helpful because I feel like growth is forever. You're never done growing. I mean, if you are, then you're done. You're stationary. I don't want to be stationary. I want to forever grow. So I think it's important that your children do see you grow, or that youth sees you grow, or that you learn from other people. I think you should always be open to learning and to be open to change, because the only constant is change. But I'm more so mean if you've got some deep wounds that you're pretending that you don't have, if you have past trauma that you have not dealt with, if you have issues, I think it's important to take care of those. Because it's a lot harder to do when you're raising 3 kids. More motivation to do the work, maybe, even when it is hard. Excuse me. I can see what the deeper meaning behind your words is. The love each other as humans. So I think maybe for me, it's not that I wish that there wasn't color, because I love color. I love diversity. I love there being a diverse population. I think that's so important. I think for me, I would adjust it a little bit as far as I wish that there wasn't unbiased hate in the world for any reason. Color, gender, just unbiased, or biased, I guess is what I wish that there wasn't just unreasonable, unfounded hate. Maybe unfounded is a better word for what I'm trying to say. Because if Joe down the street shot your dog, and he's an alcoholic, and he's out shooting people's dogs all the time, take alcoholism out of it. Let's take that part back. Let's pretend I didn't say that part. Just Joe down the street's an asshole. And he is a super mega asshole. Does super mega asshole things. I don't really care anything else about Joe. I don't care. Joe's an asshole. Alright? That doesn't mean that all Joes I'm going to now hate, or that all people who look like Joe I'm going to hate, or all people who sound like Joe I'm going to hate. But that tends to be what happens. And then it's not even so much, well, I saw Joe and now I attribute anybody who's like Joe to be in this way. Eventually it just becomes, I hear so and so often say that people like Joe are bad, so now I think people like Joe are bad. Don't do that. Don't be one of those people. Just don't do that. That's just uneducated. Do your own research, make your own decisions, live life so fully that you get enough interactions to make choices for yourself. Instead of just believing what Fox or CNN or your mom or your dad or grandpa or Joe told you. Just don't do that. That's foolishness. That's just not going to get you nowhere. And now I will try and step down off my soapbox. I'll try. I'll climb back up there eventually. Oh, no. What was happening? Is that friendly fire? Is that a bad guy? What's going on? So I'm going to poke out and see. Oh, God, it was a bad guy. Jesus. And you're behind me. Sound would be helpful right now. But I think the echo would not be worth its helpfulness. Echo, 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 echo. I really have missed you guys. I've missed talking with you guys and being on stream and playing games and forgetting about all that out there that's not in here and in there. Feels good. We've got like 15 minutes left. Matchmaking error. And then I've got to go pick up my baby from pre-K. My sweet little one. He broke my heart the other day, you guys. He came up to me and he was like, I need a tissue. And I was like, you need a tissue? Why? And then I took a good look at his face. And his little eyes were red and his nose was running. And he had been crying. And he's 4. And I was like, Noah, buddy, what's the matter? He was like, I don't want to go to school, Mommy. I was like, and like, it was the day before. So it's not even like the morning of school. It was the day before. It's not even close to bedtime. He just in the middle of the day was thinking about it. And I, asked him, what's going on? Why do you feel sad about going to school? And he was like, I thought I would like it, but I don't. I miss you, and it's too long. I was like, oh my God. No. Because on the first day, he was ready. He was like, peace out. Right in the feel goods. Just, I was like, and I was, it was bittersweet for me, but I was happy that he was happy because, this is school. And, I'm not in a place where I can homeschool him right now, or there's not really any other options other than public school for us right now. So this kind of is what it is. So I was glad that he liked it. And then the other day, he didn't like it. He was talking about he thought that it would only be for a couple of hours, but he's there for 5.5 hours, and that it's just too long. And he doesn't like that when he misses me, they tell him, you'll see her in a few hours. He wants them to call me so that he can come home, and they don't, unless he's sick or something. And so we talked about it, and then I thought that things were good. I thought that I had eased some of his anxiety and fears around it. And then 20 minutes later, I need another tissue. I was like, why? I thought about it again. I don't want to go to school. I was like, oh my God. I'm so sorry, kid. Oh, it hurts. It kicks you like right in the fucking gut. It's just awful. Drop kick me right in the fucking heart, why don't you? That's the wrong monitor. I don't know why I'm doing that. I was gonna get you, but I kind of walled myself out of it, so hopefully that dude picks you up because I failed at helping you. That's a bad guy over there, shit. And all I've got is a fucking revolver. Jesus Christ, can I kill him? I don't know that I'm... Oh, no, now we're both down. See what I get for trying to save you? This is somehow your fault. No. He was liking it. He liked it the first day. Now he doesn't like it. He liked it the first day. He was excited to go because Bubba... his older brother goes and his older sister goes, and so he was excited. They're all in the same school for this year and next year, and then they won't be anymore. But But then I guess, the day goes by much faster when he's at home with me, and they go to school and we have all day together, and then he goes to school, and then we pick them up from school. But then him being at school, and now I'm in school, and so the days feel much longer when he's away, and then when he comes home, there's not that much time. And the big kids don't get out of school until 3:50. And Noah's bedtime is 7:30. So, I mean, he really only gets like 3.5 hours with them. Really only 3, because 7 to 7:30 is, bath time, brush your teeth, read a book. It's kind of like, wind down. It's not so much like, hey, let's do super fun, awesome stuff. We're going to do one more. We're gonna do one more. And then Friday, I should be on around the same time frame, 11 to 1:30-ish. I'm trying to figure out what schedule is going to work, because I do miss you guys. And I do have school. School hasn't been too bad yet. I mean, it's cray-cray, but it's not. It was like 486 pages worth of reading that first week. It's a bit much. And then, you guys, just between us, alright? It's just between me and you. Like, nursing school is hard. And you have to be smart just to get in. You have to have good grades, you have to have a good GPA, you have to have a high ACT score. And this is for the community college that I go to. I mean, their standards are pretty high. And then school is insanely difficult. And then I meet nurses, and I'm like, how did you get here? How are you a nurse? How have you made it to where you are right now? I don't understand it. Now, doctors, I meet doctors that I'm like, dude, how are you standing here right now? Because I know it's not your brain. I know your brain is not what got you through this. So what did? Persistence? Money? Family? Connections? Maybe you were smart and you fried out all your brain cells because this job sucks? I mean, that's pretty possible. I just don't know. Oh my gosh, that is rough. That is so rough. That's very, ugh. I feel for her and for you trying to comfort her. That stuff is insane to me. Last year when my daughter was in pre-K, and I went to go have a meeting with the teacher about something it wasn't unrelated actually. So when they had a lockdown drill last year, I was trying to think of the word. When they had a lockdown drill last year, and she's in pre-K, she's 4, and they, say, with them, they kind of do this whole like, hey, we're playing hide and go seek, who can hide the best, who can stay the quietest, whatever. And a little boy next to her said, we're doing this in case a shooter comes in. And because my only assumption is that his parents were watching the news and he saw it, I guess, when the school shootings were happening pretty frequently. And so she, and then their teacher is saying, if we ever have to do this game, you guys have to listen to me. and you have to follow the rules, and these are what we're going to do if we ever play this game, this hide and seek game. And the little boy is telling her, don't do that. If we ever have to do this and it's because a shooter's here, I heard and my mom told me that we should run around and act really crazy, because that will save the most students, because they won't be able to shoot everybody if we're all running around like that. And that was devastating to me, that these little kids are thinking about this, because she came home and told me that. She told me that, she learned about that, and dude, calm down. Like, all I got out of this was an assault rifle, so I mean, let's like cool our titties. That's right. I'm glad he got it. Like, quit being a dick. And just that these kids are thinking stuff like that. And so she was telling us, to run around, because that way it would save the most people's lives would be saved. If a shooter was having to try and figure out who to shoot, it would give people more time to get away. And so I met with the teacher to talk to her about this. And we both ended up crying. And because she was saying, just so you know, like, I have already planned. Oh, God, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. They have bathrooms. And she was like, I'm just going to hide them in the bathroom. And I can fit all of them in there. I can fit all the kids in there. And I have the key. And you can't get in there without the key. And so she was just telling me this plan that she had already come up with in her head that involved her not being in the bathroom with them. And that she was, preparing for in the event that she had to put her life on the line for these kids. And that's just not something that teachers should have to think about, especially pre-K teachers. Oh, whatever, you should have died. But it's just not. It's not something that should even be a thought. What would I do with all these 4-year-olds that I'm in charge of if somebody came in and shot up our elementary preschool? It's ridiculous. So, all of that to say, I feel for your daughter. That stress should not be in our children's lives or in their teachers. Let's see. What are the challenges? Gotta get people. Ugh. I can't even imagine. So it happened while they were at school. I remember actually hearing about that on the news, but I know that there were so many awful things that happened. She is a different, she's got something special in her as far as courage. She is one of the most ballsy people that I know. And she does, yeah. Her telling me that was not her telling me in a way of like, oh God, this is what somebody said, and I could, ugh, ugh. She was very much like, this is what I would have to do. And that was also devastating for me. Like, no, no, you are my baby. I don't want anybody's babies to get hurt. No babies. No, just none of it. I feel differently about the teachers and guns situation. But it's a touchy subject. I know everybody has their opinions on it. I feel like, the more weapons that we have, the more access to weapons there is. And I don't feel like teachers are always, I don't feel like any human, anywhere, is 100% stable 100% of the time. And I feel like giving anybody something that can easily cause serious harm and or death to yourself or to anyone else is just not it feels unsafe to me. Obviously a lot of people disagree because they voted on it, and that's what that school is doing now. So, but to me it feels like you're just adding more. It's like having a fire and adding more fire to the fire to get rid of your fire is what that feels like to me. But I know that we all have, we all see things differently, and it's hard to come together on what is actually, the most best way to keep our babies safe. But it's like, oh man, we got a lion problem. So now we got to find now we got to get more lions to eat the lions from the lion problem that we already have. It just doesn't feel right in my heart. Doesn't feel like the right way to handle it. I know Penelope comes from a background that I imagine he does agree with you, servant. I know that he is also a little more perhaps NRA friendly. I don't like them. My hippy dippy soul doesn't like it. I want us to all be wrapped up in my rainbow love, in this bubble of safety that I create out of just my love for everybody. Oh my gosh, servant. I cannot even imagine that. I really can't. And the fear of then like putting, oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry that your family went through that. That is incredibly, incredibly stressful and traumatizing all the way around for everybody involved. Mm, that's tough. That's tough stuff. All right, guys. It is 1:30. As much as I do not want to go because I am enjoying, and these are the conversations that are like, I don't want to end it here. I want to keep talking, because the deep conversations are the best conversations. Like when you really get into stuff, and when there are people that you can have these conversations where, even though you disagree, even though you're NRA friendly, and I am like, no, let's just shoot rainbows at each other. We're respectful, and it really hurt. It's painful to see when people cannot communicate like that, when it is just my way or the highway. You're wrong, I'm right, and therefore, because I believe that I'm right, you're obviously beneath me, you're stupid. And then they get down to name calling, and it's like, I have just pretty much cut Facebook almost completely out of my life. Like, I hardly ever use Facebook, because it is like the melting pot of all of that. It just It's just not good. It's just, oh man. Well, thank you. I hope you guys have a lovely day as well. I have had an amazing afternoon hanging out with you. And I will definitely let you know if I get the PS4 going and shoot you a message so that I know what your PS4 gamer stuff is, which actually I can just look at your past streams and I can find out there, which I feel creepy saying, but that's okay. So, I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you Friday.